Hey guys, welcome in tonight. Time for something a little different than what you're used to, probably. Here we are streaming Jurassic Park for the Super Nintendo. Let's just go ahead and get right into it.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
The only voice acting in the game. Alright, we'll get right into it. So our objective here is to escape the island. We play as Dr. Alan Grant, of course, the main character of Jurassic Park, if you don't count Jeff Goldblum. But yeah, our first goal here is to turn on the power. So that's where we're heading, to the shed to turn on the power. Zap some little chicken nuggets along the way. Mixwag, Scythe, good to see you both. Thanks for coming in. Destroy the Dilophosaurus, pick up a shotgun. Alright, while we're cruising along through the jungle here, watch out for raptors sneaking up on you. While we're cruising through the jungle, allow me to wax nostalgic with you for a minute. So when Jurassic Park first came out, you know, I was a kid, so I didn't read the book, but I did see the movie, and the movie was pretty darn cool. I didn't see it when it first came out, because it came out in '93. I was 2 years old at the time. But I did see it a few years after that, and I thought it was really cool. Became one of my favorite movies of all time. And going along with that, one year for Christmas, my parents, who knew that I liked this movie, decided that in order to get me a fun Christmas present, they got me Jurassic Park for the Super Nintendo, which I did not ask for. The reason I didn't ask for it is because even at a young age, I realized that video games based on other things, like books and movies, tended to not be very good, so I didn't have any interest in buying it. But after playing it, it turns out it actually was really fun. The unfortunate thing is this game has no save feature, so you kind of have to do it in one shot. But if you know what you're doing, it's doable. I haven't played this game in years, but I do remember kind of in general where I'm going. So, should be fun. And as you can see, this game was kind of cutting edge at the time. It has an interesting blend of a top-down, like standard Super Nintendo type game on the outside levels. But here in the inside levels, you have this weird kind of 3D Doom-esque thing going on. It was very, very groundbreaking at the time. It was kind of a big deal. Okay, we got the power on. And we do in fact have night vision goggles. If you try to go into these rooms without the battery to turn on your night vision, you just lose a life automatically. It's kind of lame. Alright, a gas grenade launcher, not my favorite weapon, but hey, what can you do? Nice hunk of meat if you're hungry. The meat restores health. Rocket launcher, probably the best weapon in the game. Okay, now that we got the power back on, we can move on to our next thing. Hey Paul, thanks for coming in. Yeah, when I was a kid, the 3D sections with the music that plays and dinosaurs that hide around corners and stuff like that, I could see how that might freak you out as a kid. Let's see. Avoid the Gallimimus. Thanks for the advice, Tim. One of the goals that the game doesn't tell you about until the very end is that you do need to get all of the eggs. The overworld has 18 dinosaur eggs that you need to collect, so we're going to be sure to do that. Here's one right here. Jeff Goldblum, 17 eggs left to go. Life finds a way. But you may have noticed, if you've ever played this game yourself, or if you just saw me walk past one right there are random letters just kind of scattered around. The letters spell out Dr. Horner, which was the name of the paleontologist that Michael Crichton consulted with when he wrote the book. And there was a contest back when this game was first released, where if you could decipher, that's what it was supposed to spell out, and I guess like write a letter to the company that made the game, and tell them, this is what's going on, this is what this spells out, you'd be eligible for a cash prize. And some guy did it. I think they actually did it on the first person to do it won the prize, and some guy did it within 2 days, I think, and he won $5,000. So, kind of neat. If you've ever wondered what those letters are for, wander no more. Okay, now that the power's on, we can open this thing. Trying not to waste ammo opening this. Okay, our next step, we need to get... Oh, and these polls, by the way, they tell you what your next objective is. Well, sometimes. And they also act as a save point. So if you... Well, kind of a save point. If you lose a life, you start back at the last poll you touched. Okay, we're cruising. Yes, thank you, team, for telling me all of these things. Don't get hit by dinosaurs. Got it. Beware the giant mosquitoes. Okay, where is the thing? Oops. Don't get electrocuted. Generally a bad idea. Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. You get double teamed. Hey Miguel, good to see you. No, I think other people figured it out, but the contest was won by whoever did it first, the first person to submit it to them. I'm sure other people tried. Alright, avoid the giant mosquitoes. Leave me alone. Ah. I need to get that egg. Okay. I have played other Jurassic Park games over the years, but honestly I think this one's the best one, or at least among the best ones. A lot of them are they just feel like cash grabs, but this one was actually pretty cool. I know there are secret passages in some places. Okay, health, good. Raptors. If the Dilophosaurus manages to spit on you, you kind of get, like, your controls get wonky for a second. An interesting thing. Exactly, Paul. That's my favorite part of the movie, too. Okay, yeah, the shed, the utility shed, should be just a little ways beyond here. There's also an egg up here, I think. I'm going off of memory from playing this game. I played this game a lot when I was a kid, because it doesn't have a save feature, so it was kind of multiple attempts to beat it in one session. So I have the beginning of the game down pat pretty well, but it's some of the later parts I get a little lost. And the Triceratops, yeah, you can't beat the Triceratops, it just crushes you if it hits you. Okay, there should be down here, there's the shed. Okay, cool. Newman is in fact one of the best parts of Jurassic Park. Get some more ammo, avoid the little chickens. How does that keep happening to me? I keep getting bumped into things that electrocute me. Okay, anyway. What I get for not touching the pole. Everything's fine. We're all fine here. How are you? Oh, that's right. I remember now. I think you can press L or R to make those messages disappear faster.
Alan.
Thank you for saying my name. Thank you, Tim. Don't get hit by dinosaurs. Good advice. Healing good. These raptors are just so angry. My favorite part of Jurassic Park, watching the movie, was that Dr. Grant was just alone the entire time. Just him and a gun and a dream. Alright, sneak into the bushes here to not get trampled. Shoot his butt. Dinosaur eats man. Woman inherits the earth. Jurassic Park was one of those movies/books where I was fortunate enough to have read I watched the movie well before I ever read the book, and that made them both awesome, because the movie by itself is pretty great, and even though there's a lot that's different between it and the book, there's still enough, it's kind of the same overall plot. But I read the book years later, and it's pretty good. Even liking the movie. Okay, if I can hit this guy. No, this isn't live. I'm just really good at predicting what people are going to say. Yeah, this is live. Easy breezy, beautiful, clever girl. Okay. I'm looking for an ID card. By the way, the dinosaurs can't go through different rooms, so if you just kind of stand in a doorway, the raptors will get mad at you, but they can't actually get you. Just a pro tip. In fact, I think the ID card we're looking for is Newman's. Yeah, there it is. Cool. There we go. Now we can get into the visitor center and... Ow. Turn it on. Unfortunately, neither the book nor the first two movies involve having Alan Grant dream of a raptor that says, Alan. Trust me, no one's more disappointed by that than me. Okay. Now that we got that, we can hike back to the visitor center. Start turning things on. By the way, there is a T-Rex nearby, but you can't beat it, and it can very easily kill you, so... You know, tell you what, if we get close to the end of the game, maybe I'll show you that. Alright, don't get trampled. Gotta be in here somewhere. There we go. Yes, Paul, there are specific chapters of the book where, in parentheses, it says, imagine that you're in first person right now. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, isn't there still... No, health kit gone. Good feelings gone. Am I going the right way? I think I'm going the right way. Grunt. Yeah. Nedry lies to you a lot. That's his whole shtick, is do the opposite of everything he says. Okay, Gallimimus. Yeah, it turns out Tim lies to you too, because the Gallimimus stampede even if you don't shoot at them. Whose side are you on, Tim? Yeah, this game confused me as a kid too, so tonight we're getting revenge. Let's see, we have to reboot the computer, and I believe that's on the second floor. Oh, and it turns out the raptors can, like, see you through walls, which is sometimes why you'll hear random yelling of raptors, even though there's none nearby. So that's a fun thing you have to deal with. But listen to that elevator music. I probably should have had that be the waiting room music instead of the other one. Okay, nobody behind me, right? I really don't want the gas canisters, but I'm also almost out of bolus ammo. Okay. Just another med kit. The incubator room, despite being unique and having unique stuff in it, doesn't actually do anything. Okay, where am I going now? Yeah, sometimes the controls are a little wonky. Okay, computer. There's a computer. Okay, let's go turn the computer on. Look at these hand graphics, guys. Amazing. Reboot system. Okay, cool. Let's see. We need to... I guess we don't need to do anything else with the computer for now. But now we have a motion sensor. Come on. Oh. Who's attacking me? But anyway, sorry, I'm trying to read comments as I can, but this game is somewhat fast-paced. User series of digits. It'd be nice if YouTube displayed people's other names, but hey, what can you do? I appreciate it. I'm glad you like my videos. I understand that's kind of the main draw of the channel, but I hope people stick around for stuff like this too. Okay, we need to go to the roof to get the next ID card that we need. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, let's head to the roof. Listen to some music. Usernames are overrated. Well, maybe not. I didn't have a username until I started making videos. Then it felt like it was kind of important. Okay, here we go. Onto the roof. Watch out for the chickens. Zap the chickens. Do I like Super Mario RPG? What's that? I don't know if I've heard of that one. Is that like a new game?
Mr. Grant.
Thank you, Richard Attenborough. I don't know why I'm chasing down the chickens. I don't need to be on the roof anymore. Is there any ammo or anything up here? Oh no, there is an egg. Do need that. Sometimes the raptors sneak up on you. Yeah, should I try it out? Super Mario RPG, you said it's called? I don't know about that. Do you guys know any really, really awesome, cool YouTubers who make videos about it? Maybe I should check that out to see if it's any good. Okay, we still have a little bit of work to do here. Oh, hey! Complicated series of numbers and letters user. Thanks for the $1.99, I appreciate it. You know I was asking people if you like this kind of stuff, even though it's not Mario, but I'll take that as a yes. Guys, they included the kitchen, as featured in the hit movie Jurassic Park from 1993. Unfortunately, you cannot hide in the cabinets. Okay, I know I need to get to the basement. There should be an elevator somewhere around here. Ow. That's not a dinosaur, that is a plant. A Spear Ranger? Huh, kind of a weird name, but alright. So, fun thing about this game is the dinosaurs inside areas in these first-person Doom levels, they don't respawn. We don't have the batteries for this area. The dinosaurs inside buildings don't respawn, but the dinosaurs outside of buildings do. So we will probably... This game does involve a lot of backtracking, but coming back through these areas, we won't have to beat these dinosaurs again. Okay, we have to go downstairs. Does this game have boss fights? No. The closest thing to bosses this game has are the Triceratops and the T-Rex, which can't be killed and can kill you in one hit. But there's, yeah, like I said, they can't be killed. There's no way to beat them, so they don't, I don't know if they really count as bosses. Are you playing this on Jurassic Park Collection, or actual cart, or by emulating? My lawyer has advised me not to answer that question. But you really have to, I hope you guys appreciate how much talent I have playing this game. It's really something you want to try to emulate. The final boss of the game, McSwag, is your own incompetence. The real bosses were the corridors we got lost in along the way. Okay, I'm looking for the battery. Where is the battery? We will take a raw animal leg, probably like a chicken wing. Okay. I'm already getting lost. Where are the batteries? Alright, user. I'm just going to call you user. I hope you're okay with that. But yes, your question. Supporting my fan game. Could I speak on that? What inspired me? Are you asking what inspired me to make ROM hacks just in general? Or like those specific ROM hacks? Either way, I guess. I mean, Super Mario RPG was always my favorite game as a kid. It's very approachable for kids. It's baby's first RPG, and I am that baby who's, this was my first Super Mario RPG was my first RPG. Ow. I'm being eaten by a dinosaur. So, back in the day, I think my... How do I put this? My first foray into the questionable legalities part of gaming, you know, stuff like ROM hacks, I had a friend who showed me how to emulate Earthbound, because I did not own the cartridge at the time. And from there, it just kind of snowballed into stuff like looking at what few ROM hacks were available at the time, and then thinking, you know, people have made some pretty cool stuff. I wonder if I could make something like this. So I just kind of randomly searched around the internet, trying to find... okay, we need to find that dark room again. Trying to find resources on how to hack Super Mario RPG. And as it turns out, that's when I discovered that Lazy Shell was a thing that existed and was actively being worked on. So I downloaded it, tinkered around with it. It was tough to figure out how to use at first. There was a lot happening with it. But, you know, I stuck with it. The first versions of Lazy Shell were pretty buggy, and I used those versions to make Legend of the Axum Rangers, which is why it's which is why I never bothered to like fix anything that was wrong with it, because I just can't at this point. But yeah, it was kind of my love letter to the series, if you will. I have always appreciated Super Mario RPG, and I wanted to do something that hadn't been done before with it. Alright, activate the bridge. Just cruising. What does RPG mean? Like the grenade launcher RPG? Oh, by the way, guys, Dr. Grant can't swim, so don't jump into the water. Just a little pro tip for you. Now where are the... Should be an egg. It's probably on top of this cliff, I think. When will I play pirated copy of Earthbound? Yes. Cool. Love a good dead end. But I have looked into trying to hack other games over the years. It's just really... Honestly, Super Mario RPG is surprisingly one of the more approachable ones. Like, despite it being an RPG and having, you know, complicated things like dialogues and event flags and whatnot, it's doable to edit it thanks to Lazy Shell. There are few and far between games that have such robust editors for them. At least that I've seen. I know, I know the Fire Emblem franchise has come a long way. I tried hacking that back in the day, around the same time as Super Mario RPG, and the tools for that were just a nightmare. Pun intended for anybody who knows. Okay, now we get to hop into the raptor pen. Do I plan to play Armageddon? I do plan on playing Armageddon. I just don't know when yet. I've said before that I would probably do just about any Super Mario RPG hack there is out there, but I just don't like playing them back-to-back on the channel, because there aren't that many Super Mario RPG ROM hacks, so if I play those back-to-back, I'd run out of material pretty fast. But yeah, Armageddon, that would probably be the next major Super Mario RPG ROM hack on my list. Is this the floor we want to get off on? No, I don't think it is, actually. But yeah, the last time I played Armageddon was way back when it was still in development. I think I was developing Legend of the Axum Rangers around the same time that Armageddon was kind of reaching its first release versions. So the first version of that hack I played was a super early version that, from my understanding, looks nothing like the final product it does now. I've said before, my hang-up with Armageddon, it's a good hack, don't get me wrong, and I did play an old version, but my hang-up with it was that it felt like enemy stats were too inflated. It felt like boss fights took a long time, and you kind of had to play a certain way in order to win. Like if you didn't have Toadstool on your team healing, it was rough. Okay, that's what I needed, and then we need to backtrack back to the first floor to get the card. Okay, elevator. Movement indoors is a little weird. Take really wide turns. Does Lazy Shell operate like an RPG maker? Not quite. Although I haven't really used very many other RPG makers. But no, I don't think it's quite the same. I think it's a bit more complicated than that, but the stuff you can do is a lot more powerful. Alright, Jeff Goldblum's ID card. Now we can go back and we need to find... I want to keep my rocket launcher. We can go back and find more ID cards. Yeah, McSwag, you want to see the old version of Armageddon from back in the day? I don't know, maybe I should message Doomsday and see if he's okay with me playing old versions. I appreciate you people who stick with me, even though it's late, but thanks for watching. Super Teeter 64, I feel like you go by another name, but YouTube's not displaying it, and I don't remember what that other name is. Okay, there's another ID card that's supposed to be here on this floor. Wait, is it this floor? Yes, it is this floor. There was a door back there, too. Well, either way, Teeter, thanks for coming. Hope to see you next time. Gotta check around those corners. We do in fact have night vision. I do not want to get in the elevator yet, because the ID card I need is on this level. It must be through the other door. This is one of those games where, looking at the graphics nowadays, it might not be much compared to modern games, but back in the day, this was a big deal, man. Look how far we've come. I thought the ID card was on this level. Maybe it's not. I guess we'll go through the elevator and see what we can find. Is there a way that I can see what ID cards I have? You gotta love the movie tie-ins. They tried really hard to get the whole night vision thing in there. Okay, is this sub-level 2? No, this is sub-level 1. No, this is where the ID card is that I need. I'm going the right way. Don't mind them, just a raptor trying to eat me through the walls. Happens sometimes. Yeah, there are a lot of doors here. What would I think of a Fire Emblem-like game set in the Mario universe? I'd be down for that. I mean, Fire Emblem-like game in the Mario-verse. You mean Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle? Because that game is really fun. I liked that one a lot. Don't want to go through the elevator yet. Still need the ID card. As long as I get to play as Gino, I'll be okay. Alright, user whoever. You are now John's superglued eyelids. I like it. Very specific. Nothing in here? I hear something. Oh, there it is. okay. There was only one other door. Cool. I think I went in a circle. Okay, at least the fact that there are dinosaurs in here that I haven't killed yet tells me that I'm somewhere. Okay. Hey, Dreams, thanks for coming in. Always a pleasure. We're just shooting some dinosaurs, don't mind us. Alright, John, who was up until recently called Random String of Letters and Numbers. Thanks for coming in. Have a good night. Alright, there's our ID card, so now we can go back to the elevator. Yeah, I haven't touched the pillar that tells you your next goal yet. So you guys didn't know this, but our goal is to stop raptors from entering the visitor center. Because apparently they've figured out how to use the elevator on the bottom floor, so that's what we're trying to do, is stop them. Like I said, playing this game a lot as a kid, I have the first half or so of it down, but at a certain point my memory gets a bit fuzzy. Okay. Speaking of fuzzy, let's try to find that elevator again. Some of these enemies are a little hard to see when everything is green. That's an extra life. Cool. It ain't easy being green. An Mario RPG dating simulator? Would I go for Gino? See, that's tough. Here's the thing. I think Gino is pretty cool, but Malo would treat me right. That's probably who I'd go for. Okay, I think it was this way? No, this is... We just went around in a circle, didn't we? Oh no, this is right, I think. Okay, yes, down is the way we want to go, so we are at the right elevator. Okay, cool. Now we gotta go block the elevator. Booster. Yeah, Booster would be the hard mode choice, because yes, you would be set for life, but I mean, Booster doesn't really seem to know what's happening in his own life, so he might forget you exist. It's a gamble if you want to take it. Ma Mole? Okay, okay, I can respect that option. She would take care of you. Okay. There you go. Do you like what I did here? The raptors have stopped entering the visitor center because I pushed this box vaguely in front of this door. I'm a genius. His kisses taste like sandpaper. Exactly, that's part of the gamble. But yes, there's an elevator that leads from the raptor pen to the bottom of the visitor center. In fact, I think this elevator might be locked from the other side. Yeah, it sure is. Johnny? Okay, okay, Johnny. That's a choice. Alright, let's try to find our way out of here. If I open enough random doors, I'll figure out where I am. Okay, here we go. Elevator. A little more music. At least this will tell me what floor I'm on. Sublevel. Okay, and then I need to go up one. You need to know if he is actually a shark or not. Bold of you to assume that dating him would reveal that. The blackjack dealer. How many random NPCs can you woo? Maybe you could try Great Guy? I mean, he'd be sure to treat you to a wild ride, that's for sure. He'd probably be a bit like Booster, where you're not really sure what you're getting. Okay, what am I doing now? Clear the ship of dinosaurs. I think I actually need an ID card before I can get too far into the ship. Wait, Domino? Are Domino and Cloaker, are they, like, a thing? Would you be a home wrecker if you went for one of them? Ow. Let's see, yes, this is the right way, because there's an ID card we can now get in the shed that we couldn't before, because the door was locked. Wait, did we already get... Tim, I keep telling you, they'll do that anyway. Wouldn't you be a home wrecker if you went for Mommel? Fair point. I guess I just assumed that, if you were dating Mommel, something happened to Pommel. Bless his heart, rest his soul. Yeah, I was here already, right? Did I already get these eggs? Those rocks kill you in one hit if they land on you. Yeah, I already got the rock. Or I got the egg, okay. Maybe you could date Jinx. We love a short king. Alright, ID card time. Use the snake for something freaky, you know, introduce a little bit of leather into the activity. What is this dating sim rated anyway? Is it just kind of assumed that a dating sim is going to be rated mature? Not the elevator. Culex you can definitely woo, but you gotta get past the crystals first. Yeah, I guess maybe that elevator is where we need to go? Yeah, because we've already been in all of these rooms. Punchinello introducing increasingly big bombs. The two snakes nearly broke my hack. Fair enough. But hey, it was the early 2000s. We were all trying new stuff back then. Relax, bro. Jump scare. Ow. I'll be fine. Walk it off. sneak around the corners. Ooh. Alright, there's my ID card that I needed. Cool. The Monstro Town star. What about Monster Mama? She'll take care of you, and you get a bunch of new friends along the way. You can adopt all of the monsters in Monstro Town. Alright, we got what we needed. But is there anything over here, or is this just a dead end? Nice. I shot blindly, and it seems to have worked out. Every day we stray further from... I was trying to think of something funny, but what's the Mario equivalent of God? Queen Nimbus might be up for grabs. I've heard their marriage has been rocky ever since Malo disappeared. And believe it or not, him coming back hasn't really helped. If there's a Nintendo dating sim and I can't date Miyamoto, what's even the point? Okay, we got that one. Now we need to go back to the other utility shed that we were in before to get yet another ID card. Through the big doors. Hey, Drunk Ship. Good to see you. It has been a while. I appreciate that. I appreciate I can bring a smile to your day every time you see something of mine. Yes, I know, I'm supposed to clear the ship of dinos. I'm getting around to it. Miyamoto is the god of the Mario universe. That's fair. The star spirits answer only to him. Okay, that was where the egg was, which we already got. Let's see. Make a left turn at Albuquerque. Miyamoto is Bowser Jr.'s mother? Sure, why not? New headcanon accepted. Oh, he personally confirmed that. Okay, even better. This game invented pop-ups. Frogfucius is definitely single. He's not the step grandpa. He's just the grandpa that stepped up. I don't know if I would date Frogfucius. I mean, I can respect an older man, but there might just be too much of an age gap there. I am Dr. Alan Grant, and you will respect me. Where did you learn that fact about Gallimimus, Tim? Could it be from my book that you read? Okay, again, gotta find the door we haven't been to before because it was locked last time. Not this one. I'm trying to get some of the backtracking that we're forced to do out of the way right now, so that we don't have to do it later. Maybe it was down through the elevator. Todovsky has potential. I could see that. If you're into music, classical music. You could be his muse and jump on tadpoles to woo him. If you put on a full concerto for him, it's an automatic win. I think I outran my own rocket launcher. Ow. Sometimes they sneak up on you. Alright, there's a battery. I heard something angry. Where's the raptor? Is there not a raptor in here? Todovsky, I mean, let's face it, if he's really like this symphony composer, he probably comes from the type of background where he has people who make his food for him. So if you're into that kind of thing, he's not a bad romance option. Okay, cool. We got our ID card. Now we can get out of here again. Pinocchio, good old Toad Fieri. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, he is hot. Ba-dum-tsh. Of course, you'd have to sleep on boxes for the rest of your life, so I don't know about that one. I hear he does have some cool model planes and stuff in his office, in his house, though. Okay, we should not need to come back to either of the utility sheds, I think. There's a third utility shed, but I think we can do that one all at once. Okay, we have enough now that we can get to the ship, which is supposed to be our next objective anyway. We're supposed to destroy all the dinosaurs on the ship. But that one also involves some backtracking. We can only do so much of it right now, and then we'll have to backtrack. Just kind of the nature of the game. I like that when Grant is jumping and holding his hat, it looks like he's saluting. Yes, don't get spat on by the dinosaurs. Got it. Alright. Almost through the forest. Jungle. Whatever it's called. Yes, don't get rammed by the Pachycephalosauruses. Are we allowed to date the weapon masters? I don't know. I mean, we are making this up on the spot, so I guess that's up for grabs if you want it to be. What is it about Yaridovich that's your type? I mean, he does have a certain je ne sais quoi, I guess. Zap the chickens. Alright, John, aka Random User. I mean, not Random User. Random User's a different guy, but user with various letters and numbers. Before we do that, is there an egg around this little corner over here? Runaway little chickens. Okay. No, there's no egg, but just... I don't know, guys. There's the letter R. I think I might win that $5,000 cash prize. Somebody call Ocean. I think I have the answer. Wait, which way do we want to go first? Is it up or down? I can never remember. I guess we'll try down. Because I think one path leads to an egg, which we're going to need at some point eventually, and the other leads to the ship. It's a little weird trying to move diagonally in this game. Oh, cool. Dead end. So it wasn't this way. Do. I know raptors can randomly jump out at you when you're in the mountain area. Did you guys know that in real life, raptors probably would have been like 2 feet tall? And not these giant monsters from the movie? Okay, there's an egg, so how do we get up there? Is this the secret? I know one of these walls has a secret tunnel in it. Then why are their skeletons so big? They're not that big. I mean, they were that big in the movie, but that wasn't an actual raptor skeleton. Bend down to pick up the egg. Take a picture for Dr. Grant's OnlyFans here. Only paleontologists. Alright, Scythe. Enjoy your meal. Hope to see you back here at some point. Is this the secret? The rock is chasing me. There we go. Found the secret wall. And there's this gap here you can't quite squeeze through, so you have to go around to the other secret wall. And there's the D. If you were looking for the D, you found it. It would be nice if the extra life also healed you, but alas, it does not. Found the raptor. This is the right way, right? Yes. Okay. We found the ocean. There's a place on Ocean Avenue where I used to sit and talk with you. Man down. Thankfully, the last place you exit from also acts as a checkpoint. And we just got an extra life from that, so we're fine. We just got hit by the double tap. Dilophosaurus spit. Hey, I need that. Nice, another extra life. I think we're gonna make it, guys. Okay, before we journey to the boat, I know there is an egg down in the southern part of this area. Yeah. Didn't you die in the movie? How are you still talking to me? That's interesting. There's a random bit of collision right here, even though there's nothing there. Somebody alert the speedrunning community. I'm sure that could be used for something. Doo-doo-doo. Jump over the random electrical panels. That has to be a hazard. Give me the egg. What are my thoughts and feelings on Paper Mario initially being called Mario RPG 2 in the beta? It's not a terrible thing. So I've said before that if you're looking at things specifically from a mechanical standpoint, the Mario and Luigi saga, like Superstar Saga, Partners in Time, all of that, that's probably a closer one-to-one with Super Mario RPG than Paper Mario is. But I like Paper Mario better than the Mario and Luigi franchise. But honestly, I'm fine with it, that it was Super Mario RPG 2, because it's a good game. Paper Mario is a great game, so if something had to replace Super Mario RPG as a franchise, I'm glad it was Paper Mario. Of course, I'd still like an actual Super Mario RPG 2 that played like the original, had some of the same characters, like the return of Geno and Mallow, stuff like that. But hey, what can you do? Okay, so our goal in this level is we're supposed to kill all the dinosaurs on every level of the ship. So first thing, before we use the elevator, we're going to kill all the dinosaurs on this level. I don't know why we have to kill all the dinosaurs on the ship, because we don't use the ship. The ship is just docked, so it's not like we have to, it's not like we have to clear the ship of dinosaurs so we can use the ship. Maybe they're worried, somebody's worried that the dinosaurs are going to figure out how to use the ship, because they are clever girls. Ow. Snuck up on me a bit there. Someone will use the ship at some point. I say we nuke the ship from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Okay, another room cleared out. And this place is big, by the way, so it's easy to get turned around. Okay, come on. Getting caught on the corner here. Thank you, tree, for saving me. Turns out the raptor couldn't figure out how to get around that. Somebody sounds grumpy. Alright, there we go. Nice battery. Is there another door in here? There is not. Alright, we're cruising. 4 dinos left on this level. Okay, 2 more to go. There's one of them. Stuck on a box. Ow. Found the last one. Alright, that's one level cleared. So now let's go to sublevel 1, where we're going to need... There's an ID card on that level, and we are going to have to leave and come back, because that's how this game works. These blocky movements throw me off a little bit. Okay, this way, I think? I think it was a couple doors this way. Stop trying to make shotgun a thing. I'm going off of vague recollections here. I think this is the right way. Yes. Very good, me. Okay, now we need to find an ID card. And we still need to kill dinos. But this one doesn't have that many. 9 more to go. So we'll probably clear out this level, and then we'll leave to get the next ID card that we need. Actually, it's not an ID card. We have to use one of the computers, a specific computer, to unlock security clearance. And here we go. Dr. Wu. I guess Dr. Wu's like one of the bad guys now in the franchise. In the first movie, he was just a scientist that was doing sciencey things, and now he's kind of become a bad guy. I don't know. I haven't seen the most recent couple of movies. I kind of gave up on the franchise, honestly. Every time I see that they're making a new Jurassic Park movie, or Jurassic World, I guess it's called now, I can't help but think, we're still doing this, huh? And then it grosses hundreds of billions of dollars, and turns out the answer is yes, they are still doing that. Okay, now that we've cleared out this sublevel, and we have the card we need, now we need to go back, do a couple things. The dino saying Alan was the only good part of the third movie. Alan! They should have just done that in each of the following movies. Had some excuse for a dinosaur to called Alan by name. Dude, which way am I going? Was I supposed to go the other way? There we go. Exit. Oops. Okay. Now back to the visitor center, I think is where the computer is. Note to self, do not jump into the raptors. If only the game had explicitly told me, don't get hit by the raptors. Can you imagine the trauma that Dr. Grant has to deal with, having been to an island of dinosaurs multiple times and barely lived? That'll mess a guy up. No, I need to go down this way. Ow. Wrong button. Yeah, he did it 3 times. See, that's the suspension of disbelief I have a hard time with the Jurassic Park franchise is after the first time, there's no way he would have done it again, for crying out loud. He almost died multiple times. Little close for comfort there, Raptor. Don't get squished. Do. Each Jurassic Park movie is just new and exciting ways to almost kill Dr. Alan Grant. Even the movies that don't have him in it, like the first Jurassic World, the answer is I don't know. I'm sure there's like an existential crisis there. That's one way to kill him. Okay, where am I going? Visitor Center. That's right. Hey Josh, it's been a while. Glad you could make it. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really play any other Jurassic Park games. I played this one as a kid, and I liked it. And then I played Jurassic Park 2, The Chaos Continues, and the gameplay is vastly different. And it's not a bad game, but it's not one that I really am super crazy about. But yeah, there are so many Jurassic Park games, it's kind of hard to know which ones are actually worth getting. Okay, now that we have the ID card, we need to go through here. Find a computer. There it is. You guys ready to see Dr. Grant's realistic hand again? Yeah, that's the stuff. Let's see. It's the security one? Yeah, park security. Clearance denied? Oh, is this not the right one? There may be a different computer on the sub-level. Alright. There's supposed to be a different computer then. It's behind a locked door, I think. Am I for or against reviving old species? I don't know. Generally against, I guess. Okay, I think we found where the locked door was previously. Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could do something, they didn't stop to think if they should. Now this is just an extra life, I don't care about that. Where's the computer? I mean, there are lots of computers on the walls, but not the right ones. I don't know. It just kind of seems weird to me to, like, use artificial means to bring something back to life that was once dead. I don't know. I can't explain it. It just feels weird. Okay, here we go. This should be the computer. I think once you get to the point where you start bringing animals back from the dead, you start getting into things like bringing people back from the dead, and that's a whole separate ballgame. Okay, cool. Got our level 1 clearance. Okay. So we've done that. There's also a thing you're supposed to do with the ship, besides killing all the dinos. I don't think there's anything we need in here. Look at those low-res Bunsen burners. Nice. Yeah, Josh, are you familiar with this game? I do, in fact, have Dr. Wu's ID card. Or are you just assuming that's the ID card I need because I got into the laboratory? I think the thing we forget in all of this is, did anybody ask the animals? Maybe they don't want to be brought back from the dead. Maybe it's nice being dead. Yeah, Josh, I was talking earlier in the stream about the fact that this game has no save system, so you had to beat it all in one go. Which I think I did as a kid once. I think I only beat this game once, but attempted it multiple times. So about the first half of the game, I have down pretty well. Because you had to do it fast enough, you could do it all in one sitting. But past that, my memory starts to get a little fuzzy. Yeah, I guess that's a good point, Dreams. If we've got, if there's something that we specifically killed off just because humans are terrible creatures, then maybe we can science them back? We can bring them back to life and personally apologize to each one of them. Okay, you're supposed to... Okay, I guess it's not this computer. I think it's one here in the raptor pen, but I guess not that one. Like the bluebirds from Rio? They're not extinct. In fact, I think there were only a handful left at one point, but I think they're all like... I think they're maybe not off the endangered species list, but I think they're at least doing better. Probably specifically because that movie. It was a cute movie, darn it. We need to create more nearly extinct species. I mean, we kind of do try to do that. We'd force them to mate with each other. Did I kill all the dinos on the ship yet? Not yet. We went to the ship, cleared out the first couple levels, got Dr. Wu's ID card. Now we're doing a couple things before heading back there. Okay, this is the one where you have to call the ship. Okay, there we go. So we stopped the ship from sailing on autopilot, but we still have to clear it out. They were declared extinct in the wild? Man, that's heartbreaking. Even after that movie, huh? It's like what was even the point of the movie if it didn't save the species? I'm guessing there won't be a Rio 3 then. Okay, now that we've done what we need to do with all of that, we can go and clear out the ship for real this time. I don't know why the game really loves the ship for some reason, because you have to, even if you know where everything is, you still have to backtrack there like 3 times. So, here we go, time number 2. Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of then, the conservation efforts. So they're not extinct, they're just extinct in the wild. Which I understand is still kind of effectively the same thing, because once an animal has been domesticated, it's really hard to get it to not be domesticated. But if anybody can do it, it's the bluebirds, the macaws. Yeah, Jurassic Park is a great series. You know, I take it back. I said that this was the only game in the Jurassic Park pantheon that I've ever really played, but that's not true. I also have a Lego Jurassic Park for Xbox 360. I don't know what it is, but those Lego games based on movies and stuff, they're surprisingly fun. You know, I wouldn't expect much from a game based on a movie or a game based on Legos, but, you know, they get the job done. You don't know how to pick the letters up off the ground? Well, that's the neat part. You can't. They don't ever come off the ground. They just stay there. Okay, so this is about as far as I got when I was a kid. Was to the point where you have to clear out all the dinos, because the ship is a big place. Where is the elevator? Is it this way? I keep getting turned around, but I keep making good guesses. Yeah, the Lego Star Wars games, I like those too. I love that bit, since none of the characters in the Lego Star Wars original trilogy games talk at all. In order to do the whole Luke, I am your father thing, they just have Darth Vader hold up a picture of a pregnant Padme and point to Luke. Genius writing. Okay, clearing out some more dinos here. And we do also need, while we're here, to do a little hacking. Hacker voice. I'm in. And we're supposed to get security clearance too? Actually, that might not be from this one. There might be another computer on this level. Oh, no. That's the right one. Cool. Hey Zap, good to see you. Yeah, for me, the Lego games, I'm one of those people where I like to do, for collectible games like the Lego games, I like to do 100% completion while I'm doing it. So for me, getting lost and not really knowing where I'm supposed to go wasn't that much of a problem. It just gave me a chance to explore. There are some games where getting lost is a privilege. The layout of this sublevel is very confusing. Okay, 7 more. Hey buddy, don't move please. I like the way the Dilophosaurus has its head tilted. Almost makes it look cute. I hear you spitting at me. Doing some evasive maneuvers while turning around. Okay, nothing here. Okay, so there is hope for the macaw yet. That's good news. Maybe there will be another Rio movie after all. Okay. Dun dun. You gotta love the dramatic music. Don't macaws live like 80 years? Big, if true. Gives them plenty of time to mate and make more. Okay, one more. There's the elevator, but we want to kill the last one first. Get some meat. I'm so glad that we can find randomly cooked chicken legs just lying around in different places. A lot of options here. I want my rocket launcher. There we go. Cool. Alright, 2 more sub-levels to go. Okay, 18 dinos, you say? I can deal with that. Hey, buddy. Oh, heck. ID card. Okay, the text went too fast there. I have no idea whose ID card I got, but I'm assuming I need it. Okay, nothing in here. This music sounds like Toad Town sewers. It's all fun and games until Mario gets eaten by a velociraptor. That was Ellie's ID card. I think that one's unnecessary, isn't it? Because that's just the one that leads to the, from the elevator from the visitor center to the raptor pen, which you don't ever really need to do, because you can just go the other way around and accomplish the same thing. I was gonna say it'd be fun to have a crossover between Jurassic Park and Mario, but I guess we already have, because Chris Pratt was in Jurassic World. Anybody home? No? John, you're back, and you changed your picture. I know some of you East Coast people stay up till like 3 a.m. to watch me, and your service is appreciated. I guess that can be my niche, right? I'm the guy that streams super late for people. You can't sleep at night? Well, I can't either. Come and join me. 4 left. Okay, that was door number 1 from the elevator, so let's go to number 2. My target audience is insomniacs at 3 a.m. time slot. Okay, there's 1 more dinosaur left on this floor. It's probably in one of those side rooms. The birds went extinct in the wild. 2019, but during 20 years of conservation efforts, only 200 borbs was born. Okay. I'm pulling for the macaws. I hope they make it. No, through the door, Alan. Through the door. Alan! Alright, where is the last one? Come and attack me. Grab the rockets. There you go. Just a bed. Can Alan take a nap? Anybody in here? Yeah, if memory serves, this is the worst floor of the ship. This is the one where it's really easy to get kind of turn around, forget which rooms you've been in. Okay, that's a good sign. Found it. Is there anything I need to do on this computer? I think this is the one... Oh yeah, this is the one... This is the last computer of the game, I remember. You have to, this is when you can finally summon the helicopter, you do it from this computer. But for now, while I'm thinking about it, I do need to open this gate. Yeah, I need to open this one. Thanks, bro. The one thing this game is missing is they should have had Mr. DNA narrate all the stuff that's happening on the computer. I know if you hang around on the pause screen long enough, Mr. DNA will talk to you. But he needs a bigger presence. Okay, let's go to the bottom floor. Dun, 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 dun. Crank up the tunes. Alright, 25 dinos left. If Wolfenstein only had 3 enemies. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Unfortunately, the indoor areas don't have a lot of variety. You get raptors and Dilophosauruses. Alright, we're really getting the bang for our buck on this level. I don't want the gas. Give me back my other thing. There we go. The dinosaurs pace menacingly. Well, some of them do anyway. Alright. Do. Oh, there's another one back here. Cool. Alright, well, we're making quick work of things on this bottom floor. Nice. Alright, Nick. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Not sure how I got the one behind you, but cool. Nice trick shot. Okay, medkit is good. I actually kind of need that. Still don't care about the gas. If you're using anything besides the rocket launcher or the bolus, you're doing something wrong. Alright, few left to go. Yeah, I don't get what they were thinking with the gas grenades. The only thing worse than the gas grenades is the tranquilizers. Instead of defeating the dinosaurs... Okay. Thank you, disembodied voice. The ship is free of dinos. But yeah, the tranquilizers always seemed pointless to me. Why defeat dinos when you can defeat them temporarily instead? They hop up in a few seconds and try to kill you. Okay, now that we've cleared out the ship of dinos, our next goal is to kill all the raptors. And to do that, we have to use nerve gas on the raptor nest. So we're going to go get the nerve gas, and then find the raptor nest. I sure hope there are no raptors in the raptor nest, because that would make this difficult. Getting turned around again. That's not it. That is also not it. You know, I wouldn't be shocked if there's a Jurassic Park for the Super Nintendo elevator music mix somewhere on the internet. Okay, this is evidently not the right way. Let's try over here on this side. Well, the good news is the game confirmed that we killed all the dinosaurs in the ship, so we know we're not going to be in any danger. Here we go. Okay, cool. More chicken legs. Okay, now on to the third utility shed for the nerve gas. Wait, stairs are up here? I appreciate that the creators of Jurassic Park were planning ahead and have lethal weapons stocked in various places around the island. Real forward thinker, that John Hammond. Nice. Fool me once, strike one. Fool me twice, strike three. Alright, it's a bit of a hike. It's on the other side of the map, complete opposite corner. So this game, the movie Jurassic Park, came out in June of '93, and I think this game came out in like September or October of '93, so kind of an impressive turnaround time, honestly. I appreciate that they got Grant's signature blue shirt, hat, and khakis into this game. Okay, on to this area. You guys haven't seen yet. Gallimimus aren't hurting anybody. Good old Newman, trying to trick me. Okay, there's another Triceratops around here. 5 eggs left. Don't squish me. Shoot him in the butt. Always on the hunt for eggs. So like I said, we do have to find all the eggs in order to beat the game. 5 left to go. Well, there's one right there. Yeah, okay. Alright. That guy wasn't bothering anybody. Just passing through. Don't want any trouble. destroy the raptor nest. Yeah, working on it. Anything cool up here? Okay, there's another egg. Perfect. Do not touch the electric fence. Solid advice. Okay, 4 to go. Again, do not jump into the river. 100 Ways to Die with Dr. Alan Grant. Another letter for you. Nice, 3 to go. I don't think there's anything up here that I need, is there? Rocket launcher, I guess. I have to imagine with all the rocket launchers I've picked up, I'm probably okay on ammo. Okay. If you don't count the raptor nest, this is the only building we haven't been inside yet. We're cruising. Do I need this for anything? I don't think that I need that. If there's some disease you can get from only eating meat, I think Dr. Grant's gonna get it. I wanted to say scurvy, but that's specific to fruit. I don't think having only meat is the specific cause of that. We'll always take an extra life. Okay, I guess that's all that's in this area. Gout. Is that the one? It's gout? What are my thoughts on Aladdin? It's a good movie? I don't know. I liked the Aladdin, the original animated Aladdin movie. I did not care for the live-action one, nor did I care for any of the directly to VHS sequels. Disney just needs to know when to leave things alone. Just because a movie's successful doesn't mean you have to make some cheap cash grab sequel. Aladdin 4, Jafar may need glasses. Isn't that a Family Guy bit? Okay, now which one can you see? 1 or 2? Return of Jafar was Disney's first direct-to-video sequel. It was the beginning of the end. Reminds me of this post I saw where somebody was talking about Frozen 2. You kids have no idea how good you have it with Frozen 2. Back in my day, if they made a sequel to Frozen, it would have had a much cheaper animation quality, and Olaf's voice would have sounded different for some reason, and the plot would have made no sense. Okay, there's the nerve gas right in the center of the room there. There we go. Now we can go nuke the dinos. This music that plays inside always creeped me out. Because there's this part of the music, it's kind of hard to hear because it's very quiet, but there's this part of the music where there's this, it almost sounds like a high-pitched voice going, it's super creepy. Oh, Robin Williams. Oh, yeah, the guy that does Homer Simpson. I forget his name now, but that's interesting. I wonder if he's going to voice him in Aladdin 4, Jafar Needs Glasses. Okay, now we need to go to the raptor nest. Quickest way to do that, well, we have to open one of the gates, another one of the gates, and I think the closest computer to it is in the raptor pen. The raptor pen is near the raptor nest. Go figure. Okay, Tim, but they started it, okay? Out of my way. Alright, to the raptor pen. Do. And there should be a computer just kind of right here next to you. Handy. Have I lost any lives yet? I have, in fact, lost a couple of lives. Now let's see, we just need to open gate number 2. Yeah, oddly enough, my first 2 deaths happened pretty much the same way, where I had a dinosaur that hit me, and hitting me forced me to back into some sort of electric thing that zapped me to death. This game's pretty brutal. I appreciate that they have different death animations for the various ways Grant can die. They really went above and beyond there. Be careful around blind corners. The T-Rex is free. Is there a T-Rex over here? I didn't think there was. I thought there was only one in the southwest area. Okay, let's explore for some eggs. Oh yeah, that's the T-Rex music. Where is the... It's so handy that they telegraph where the T-Rex is with the T-Rex music. Out of my way, giant mosquito. Okay, so there's one of the entrances to the raptor pen. Guarded by raptors. Go figure. Okay, so there's a particular area with a ton of eggs that you have to plant the nerve gas, so let's go on the lookout for that. Now, I get lost in here. It's very easy to get lost in here, so I'm going to be following the right-hand rule. Just hug the right wall. Do-do-do-do-do. There was a third T-Rex on the ship. That seems like a mean prank. Be kind of funny though, honestly. I also have I have the Jurassic Park game for the NES. Now they made that game before they ever made the movie. That predates the movie. But yeah, the final boss of the NES game is a T-Rex, which is kind of fun. Although that game was also very hard. A lot harder than this one. Relax, bro. Did the raptors construct all of this stonework here? It's really nice. Yeah, I will say the NES one was a lot harder than this one, but it also had a lot more variety in its levels. You know, there was a level, it's a lot of shooting, like this one is, but one of its levels is you're just on a screen with stampeding triceratopses, and you're trying to kind of weave in between them so you don't get squished. Yeah, there's the one where you're fighting against the T-Rex. In fact, I think you fight the T-Rex twice. I am still trying to follow the right-hand rule, and I'm not sure it's working. Yeah, you do fight the Rex twice. There's another one where you're sailing down a river in a boat, and you're trying to not die. It's a good one. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you have to protect the kids from the T-Rex, which is just really annoying. Okay. Sir? Ever watchful? Ever waiting? Okay, here we go. Found it. Just kind of walk in the middle here. Nerve gas deployed. Vacate raptor nest immediately. Yeah, as it turns out, there's not a time limit to this. You just set the nerve gas and then nothing happens until you... Well, nothing actually happens. It's just kind of presumed that the nerve gas goes off and kills everything. But you don't actually get to see that happening. Okay. I am still following the right-hand rule, and it occurs to me I should probably start doing the left-hand rule, because I'm trying to leave. But I think we're in too deep here. But the raptor pen does have multiple entrances and exits, so just gotta find one of them. Let a raptor kill you so you can return to the entrance. That is not a dumb idea. And we do have extra lives. So maybe we just do that. I know I left somebody alive here. Just take me. Just... Nice strategy. There we go. Came back for more, huh? Okay. I know there's still an egg somewhere near the northern entrance here. Do, 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 do. Ah, the T-Rex music again. Bro, calm down. Okay. Getting a little too free with the lives here. But that's okay. Needed a violent death screen. What is this game rated? I doubt it's E for everyone. It's probably teen. Yeah, the bolus has a wider range than the rocket launcher, which is nice. 1 egg's left. Destroy the raptor nest in the forest? I already did that. Okay, here's the other entrance to the raptor nest, but we've already done what we need to do, so who cares? I'm out. So hey, who wants to see me get eaten by a T-Rex? We've got lives. We can do that. I really hope that's not a glitch or something and the game is not, like, not registering. I did that already. Dun 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 dun. What could possibly be here? Ah. There you go. Gotta show you guys everything, right? So, fun fact about this game. When they first made this game, okay, trying not to die now that I have 2 lives left. But when they first made this game, when Grant gets eaten by the T-Rex, there was originally like this bone-crunching, chomping sound. But when they got close to releasing the game, Nintendo said, yeah, can you have it not make that sound? It's a little much. Okay, so now we need to head back to the boat. Oops. Wasn't paying attention. Okay, so nerve gas, did that. Now we need to go to the boat and call the helicopter so we can escape. Thank you, Tim. Real sounds from somebody getting eaten by a dinosaur. I'm sure that's exactly what it was. Some stunt double, some professional stunt double, got eaten by a dinosaur just so they could record that. Hello, Raptor. I've been here 3 times already, my friend. I knew you were coming. The last egg? I'm pretty sure the last egg is by the helipad, because I haven't really been to that area yet. Oh wait, do I have to do that before I call the helicopter? That might be it. Okay. I'm going to... Can I get there from here, actually? Can I... Because I know it's down here. Ugh, I cannot jump across that. Okay, shoot. Yeah, that's probably what it is. That's probably why Muldoon is still telling me to destroy the raptor's nest. Because I need to get the last egg. Which seems a little harsh. I mean, everything here is trying to kill me. And you're really going to make me collect a bunch of eggs before I can leave? I've got a cattle prod. I'm not afraid to use it. Okay, now we gotta make the long trek down to... oh, we need to open the gate again. So I guess easiest way to do that's probably just the raptor pen again. There's that computer that's right there. His arrogant stride. Raptors appear out of nowhere and he just shoots them and keeps on walking. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Alan. Okay, let's get the gate. Open back up number 3. Alan created dinosaurs 6,000 years ago. Wake up, sheeple. Dinosaurs were created by paleontologists to give themselves jobs. Okay, is there one of those talking pole things around here? Yeah, here we go. Nedry, that was like 10 objectives ago. Come on. Josh, that has not happened in this playthrough, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm not sure what triggers that, but it has not happened in this playthrough. Oh shoot, I'm almost out of bolus. I am not going to the shed. I am going to past the helipad area. I don't like this part. You have to jump over water. If you fall in water, you die. Yes, don't get trampled by the Triceratops. Believe it or not, I knew that one already. There is a secret passage in here, somewhere. There we go. And there's our last egg. Sir? Where is that other secret passage? Probably down here. There we go. Nice. And I am officially out of bolus. Alright, that's alright. We just gotta win now. Take me home. Save me. You know, I don't know if Dr. Grant's inability to swim is mentioned in the book anywhere. I don't know if that is actually officially canon. It's really a shame you can't select which button the weapons go to, because I would just stick the shotgun on my Y button at this point. Okay, now that we have gotten all the eggs, done everything else, we can call the helicopter. But just to be sure, this should tell us. Use the ship terminal to contact the mainland for help. Yep, there we go. Tim. Helping or hurting? Unfortunately, the terminal we need to use is on the 3rd sublevel, so it's a bit of a hike. I guess we have nothing better to get. Got a little bit of health left, but that's all we need. Don't let this guy sneak up behind me. Like I said though, even though we're short of weapons, good news is we've killed everything on the boat. I'm hanging onto my rockets though. Stop trying to make shotgun a thing. It's not a thing. Yeah, I might pick up some more if they're on the way, but I'm not going to go out of my way for them. I think the rocket launcher's enough for the trek back to the helipad. Dun, 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 dun. Not helpful. You are not the right computer. Okay. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I've just kind of been guessing which doors I'm supposed to go through in this sub-level, and it seems to have worked out. Okay, now let's go find us a computer. Tron 3 has bombed again. Or not Tron 3. I guess this is Tron 3, technically, but they're like reboots, so it's not exactly Tron 3. But for the third time, Tron has bombed. My question is, how does Jared Leto keep getting work? Everything that guy is in bombs, and yet he still keeps getting roles. Sure. Yeah, and Tron... I mean, Tron is one of those, like, cult classic type movies, but I don't get how it's been remade twice now, because, yeah, it hasn't done well at any point. Okay, where is the room with the computer? I was worried this was going to happen. He's got some secrets of the producers. Yeah, that wouldn't shock me, honestly. In this day and age. In this economy. Okay, where is this thing? That is the elevator. We have successfully backtracked. No, there's nothing in here. Yeah, Tron seems like one of those sci-fi concepts where if they could actually do it right, it would be good. They just can't seem to do it right. But yeah, Slipstream, I have not heard of that one. Not a great movie, but it has a great cast. You know, that reminds me. I'm a big fan of the movie Galaxy Quest. That's Galaxy Quest is my favorite Star Trek movie. And I am convinced that that movie is only as good as it is because it has an absolutely stellar cast in it. Just brilliant casting decision all around. Okay, here we go. This is the room, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, time to call for help. Get me out of here. Mainland. SOS sent. The helicopter is on the way. Alright. Our final mission is to get to the helipad and get out of here. By Grabthar's hammer, we shall escape. Can we convince Disney that we need another Tron movie? The only thing they could have done to save the new Tron movie is they needed Jared Leto to say it's Morbin time. I think that alone would have saved it. Okay, the hardest part of the game, just trying to get out of the ship. Oh, elevator. Cool. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, here we go. The entry level is much easier to navigate, so now it's just walking simulator until we get to the end. I don't know, guys. My score is looking pretty good. 67, 69. Nice. Do you think we're going to be able to beat the high score? There he goes, just a-walking down the street, singing do-wah-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Nice. The highest score is 3,000 something? Seems pretty low. I feel like if you just beat the game naturally, you'll easily double that, which is pretty much what we did. We didn't really do much in terms of excess backtracking that we didn't need to. Haven't played it in years? Yeah, neither have I. I guess we'll find out. Okay. Down the mountain. For like the 5th time. Oops. The Jurassic Park collection? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, there's our checkpoint. I feel like, I said this earlier, but I think the Jurassic Park games tend to be kind of hit and miss. So, I don't know. I don't know if I would do that, but more power to you, if that's your sort of thing. Alright. We're a few seconds from victory, team. And here we go. We did it. Look at this 3D here, guys. It's amazing. The cutting edge of graphics back in the day. We did it, team. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Mode 7, that's right. Oh yeah, here we go. Get that funky music. I love that this song is just completely different from the theme of every other song in the game. Alright, let's see how we stack up here compared to the high scores. Yeah, you're right, Josh. The highest score was 3,000 something, which is kind of lame. Alright, well that's the end of that. And I guess with that, that's pretty good timing. This is about how long I normally stream anyway. So I'll sign off and say sayonara. Appreciate you guys coming in tonight, even though this is probably something... I mean, a Jurassic Park game, probably not what you were expecting. But hey, I appreciate you guys being here anyway, as always. Just a reminder, the reason why I did this one was because I wanted something that was going to be a one-off that I could just finish, you know, start and finish in one night. Because I am not going to be streaming next week. Got some plans next week, so... I know I'm the best part of your Saturday night, but alas, you'll have to make do without me. But I will return the following week. I just haven't decided what I'm going to do next. Still need to work out that part of it. But yeah, and then there's also the... I've got a couple videos I'm working on. Probably going to release those after my 100%...
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
This is the game playing itself right now, by the way. I'm not moving this. But yeah, I've got a couple videos in the works. The scheduled videos for the 100% run of Super Mario RPG will still be released at their normal time, even next week when I'm not around. But yeah, hope to see you guys back here in 2 weeks when we start back up again with a new game. We'll see what that is. But yeah, that's all I've got for you tonight. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.